Hello everyone. In this session we have to start second lens defect and it is spherical aberration. In last session we already learned what is chromatic aberration, how it can be minimized. Similar manner, the second lens defect is spherical aberration. Now spherical aberration means the lens defect, spherical aberration. So this defect is occur because of the spherical surface of this lens. Now here, so let I show you a diagram. So these are the parallel rays coming from distant object incident on the lens. Then, so these rays which are near this edge of this lens, these rays are called as marginal rays. Okay, this is also marginal ray. Now these rays closer to this principal axis are called as parallax ray, parallaxial rays. This is also parallaxial rays. Now here, when these marginal rays and enter through the lens, then these are converge to this point, and these parallaxial rays converge to this point. It means that the marginal rays and parallaxial rays are not coming to the same point. They are not converged to the same point. And therefore, the image formed by this lens is blurred. We are not getting clear image. So this is the one kind of defect of the lens. And it is because of this spherical portion. Now here, in simple word, the spherical aberration is inability of the lens to bring the marginal rays and parallaxial rays to a single focus is called as spherical aberration. Then here I written here FM, focal length for this marginal rays. Means this distance we can write is the focal length for the marginal rays, and this is the focal length for the parallaxial rays. Then spherical aberration we can calculate by taking difference between these. This is spherical aberration. So I can write spherical aberration is equal to, hence here, spherical aberration. Spherical aberration is equal to FP minus FM. This is spherical aberration. Now question is how we can minimize this spherical aberration or how we eliminate this. So there are simplest method is to use of plano-convex lens. Okay, first simple and cheapest method to minimize this spherical aberration is use of convex lens. In this, we have to use a plano-convex, one side plane, one side convex lens, and this convex side is focusing to the light rays. This side is towards the direction of the object, towards the side of the object. Then here this spherical aberration is minimized. Then we get the less spherical aberration. Then the second method is the cross lens method to minimize this spherical aberration. Now what is the cross aberration? Now in this we have to use a glass, means we have to use a lens of glass which is having a refractive index 1.5. Now let I tell you here. So this is a lens made from, means this lens having a two different focal length basically, or radius of curvature. Now you can see here. So this is the first and this is second. So here this is lens. This is the lens. Now here if I consider, for example, if you consider the refractive index of this material of the lens is 1.5, then this lens is designed in such a way that here we get radius of curvature of first lens divided by radius of curvature of the second lens is minus 1:6. Then by using such combination we can minimize this spherical aberration. What is R1 by R2 is minus 1:6. It means that this is first lens. This having this surface 1 having radius of curvature R1. Whatever the radius of curvature it has, for this surface the 6 times the radius of curvature is there. Okay. Now this is a single example. If I consider the refractive index is 2, then the same ratio R1 by R2 is minus 1:5. Such combination of the radius of curvature we have to use to minimize this spherical aberration. Why I written minus sign here? The reason is, you can see here by sign convention, one radius of curvature to that side means, if I show here, this is R1, okay, and R2 is this side. So I use here by sign convention the minus sign, or you can consider the magnitude only. 1:6 is the magnitude of R1 by R2. Now this is third method is we have to use two very thin converging lens. Converging lens means convex lens. So this is the first lens, so thin lens, and this is second thin converging lens, separated by a distance equal to the difference in the focal length of two lenses. If I consider focal length for this is f1, focal length for these two is f2, then difference in the focal length must be the distance between these two lenses. I mean, this is the distance d, distance between these two thin converging lenses d. Then here I can say that d is equal to f1 minus f2. इसका सिंपल एग्जांपल है, अगर एक पहला जो लेंस है जिसका फोकल लेंथ अगर 16 सेंटीमीटर है, दूसरे का अगर 10 सेंटीमीटर है, तो दोनों को ऐसे रखना है कि दोनों के बीच में डिस्टेंस 16 माइनस 10 इज 6 सेंटीमीटर होना चाहिए, मींस डिफरेंस इन द फोकल लेंथ. अगर इसका 16 इसका 10 है तो 16 माइनस 10 इज द 6 सेंटीमीटर, तो ये डिस्टेंस 6 सेंटीमीटर होना चाहिए. तो इस तरीके से हम क्या कर सकते हैं, वी कैन minimize the spherical aberration. And the fourth method is we can use a combination of convex and plano-concave lens. जो convex lens use कर रहे हैं उसका focal length कम होना चाहिए and plano-concave lens की focal length ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए. Such combination we can use to minimize the spherical aberration. हमने यहाँ पे कुछ methods learn किए हैं to minimize this spherical aberration. ठीक है, I hope everyone understood this.